Mr. Chairman, Mr. David Granger, presidential candidate of the APNU plus AFC coalition, leaders of the parties comprising APNU plus AFC, we are 6 parties, not 1, not 2. Tonight, I have seen the largest gathering ever in my 54 years of political life in Whim. I have seen the single largest gathering of a multi-ethnic crowd anytime, anywhere in my political career. And I want to compliment you, the people of Guyana. You have made today in truly a national unity rally. You have celebrated today our true creed of being Guyanese, of being one, of being together. And I remember as a little boy growing up in this village, I would take fish from time to time from my mother, dear old Auntie Chunu, a household name, matriarch of this and other villages, the first woman fighter against domestic abuse, the person who looks you in the face as she sells the fish and decides whether you're poor or you could afford to pay a fair price. She would give you an extra fish, or perhaps give you a penny in those days to buy mango or tamarind to add to your curry. Well, she used to send me around to deliver the fish on some days, and I will go to that street over there to a lady named Auntie Dano, Ralph Joseph's mother. And every time I go into the yard, she would burst out singing. And this is what she will sing. I'll give you a verse. How did Moses cross the Red Sea? How did Moses cross? And I was too young then. To answer the question. But today, Auntie Dano is no more. When she died, we did the last rites under Dr. Ramaya's house. And I wish if she were here this night, I would have given her the answer. I would perhaps now say I would give her the secret of how I parted the political sea. One word: unity. 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 Because tonight we are parting the PPPC with unity. They say that wise men and wise women come from the East. And today, I have seen you journey from all corners of Guyana, and you came heading towards the East. But as we were coming this way, where the wise people are, there were some Gaisuko trucks heading in the opposite direction in the west. Wrong direction. But we understand that this happens. My father had a racehorse. The name of the horse was Bright Steel. And I believe Hanuman in Bloomfield had a racehorse. The name of the horse was Crackerjack. And every time the tape would down, Bright Steel would be heading towards the winning line, and Crackerjack would be heading behind. He always bolted. And that's the difference between Bright Steel being a thoroughbred and Crackerjack being a Kangala. So today the thoroughbreds are here in Whim. The Kangala have bolted in the opposite direction. Now, I also want to deal with our unity, because tonight, this is homecoming. Tonight, we have seen the true color of the Guyana team. And we are bowling for Guyana. We are batting for Guyana. We are running for Guyana because we are Guyanese. We are proud Guyanese. I may look like an Indian, but there are many people who look like me. And when we play cricket against Pakistan, all the players look like me, but they're playing for the Pakistani team. And when we play against Sri Lanka, all the players look like me, perhaps like Kamraj more than me. But they call themselves Sri Lankans. And when we played against Bangladesh, all the players look like me. They call themselves the Bangladesh team. And when we play against India, the players who look like me, they call themselves. And when we play for Guyana, we must call ourselves. Say it again. We are proud Guyanese. And that is what Kamraj said in his powerful address, that we have to think from now on that we are Guyanese, or else we cannot bring a Guyanese solution to Guyanese problems. I know that you have come from far away. I know that many of you have come from Port Morant, from Tain, Mississippi, Bloomfield, Letterkenny, Auckland, Lancaster, Liverpool, Manchester, Alverson, Alness, perhaps as far as away from Blackbush, Quola, or Salton, Skeldon. And I heard we have Linden here. Welcome, Lyndon, to Whim. And we have folks from Oriala and Bartika. Thank you. But you will indulge me if what I have to say this evening is addressed mostly to Whim and Berbice. Whim has produced many outstanding sons and daughters. Dr. Ramaya followed in my footsteps after I had become the first member of parliament from this village. When I wrote my novel, I realized that I was the first novelist from Whim. And I dedicated my novel to the children of this village. I have been nurtured by this village. And whatever I am today, it was because of this village, this tiny fishing village. But Whim has produced not only 2 members of parliament, my nephew Vishal and Mahendra Nagamutu. They were the first from this village to play for the Guyana national cricket team. And Mahendra was the first and still remains the first person from Whim to have played for the West Indies team. And from my own family, Whim was the first to produce in my daughter Adela a magistrate. But today, Whim has one other opportunity to produce a first. Whim, you have the opportunity, you have one chance to have your first Prime Minister of Guyana.